Hey, what's up guys? Glad to have you back for another video. One of the most popular things right now going on in fishing is forward-facing sonar, Garmin Livescope. And anglers are always looking for ways to better their experience, improve their odds and all of that. And one of the ways of doing that, or at least trying to do that, is to add a turret for your Livescope transducer right here. So in this video, we will do three things. I'll do a quick installation because it's not complicated to install the turret. Number two, we'll talk about whether this is even an effective thing to do. Is it worth the money? And three, we'll talk about this brand in particular, the Right Height turret. I will give my honest opinion of things that I like and dislike about this specific turret right behind me. And then we'll wrap this video up with announcing the winners to the big, huge giveaway we're doing on the channel. We'll do that at the end. And guys, I do want to say this is a completely unsponsored video. I purchased this out of pocket just like anyone else. So I'll let you know exactly what my experience has been with the Right Height turret. Not a lot of parts come with the turret, so it's pretty simple to install it. In the package, you get some instructions, warranty card, etc. And when you place your order, you do place it based on the trolling motor. You specify it in the order online what trolling motor you're installing. And in this case, I have the Ultrex, so I have the parts that go to the Ultrex, and they label exactly what comes in the bag. It comes pre-wired with a 15 amp screw. You've got some connectors here, and you've got the main bolts that are used to connect it to the trolling motor, and so on. You've got some terminal connectors. So here's the power supply. And again, very simple, black, negative, red, positive, connect to the power source. In my case, I'll be connecting this to my fuse box bus bar combo. So I'll be cutting this off, extending this wire and putting ring terminals on here instead of spade. But that's just for my setup. Your setup might be different where you don't need to make any adjustments. Then you have your connection to the actual turret. This plugs in right here, and I love the fact that this is heavy duty stuff right here. This wire casing is very thick, very solid, and looks very durable. This will be exposed to the elements, and of course this is the pedal control to move the turret. So that's all I'm going to do next is just extend it, put my ring terminals on, and connect it to my power source. So I've got power hooked up. Now it's time to install the actual turret. This is it right here, and it comes with the holes pre-drilled. And again, you order this for the specific trolling motor you have, so you let them know what trolling motor you have so that they can send you the one that is already pre-fitted for your motor. I've got these three holes right here. It lines up with the three mounting points on the Ultrex. They send the screws, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these screwed in here. So I'm going to do a quick test really quick, connect power to the turret. Like I said, all power has been run already. Here is my lead. So let's just drape this over. So in the boat right now, this is the port to install the power connection. Okay, one click in. I see that they have this here where I could mount the cap somewhere so that I don't lose it, but I'm not sure where I want to do that, and I don't see a place right now to just mount it. I don't want to drill a hole in this casing either. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. With that all hooked up, let's give it a quick test. Got my foot pedal right here. I'm just going to press it. There we go. Very quiet. So this does rotate 340 degrees, so it won't keep turning to where your transducer cable just keeps getting wrapped around the pole and then ultimately clamps the pole down and damages your transducer cable. So 340 degrees, this thing turns very quiet. Pretty impressive. Now it's time to install the transducer to the pole, and the turret comes with a adapter already that fits the Garmin brackets that come with the transducer. I'm installing the LV34. Now with this, I'm going with my own hardware, stainless steel bolts to install it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just install the bracket right now. It does say up, right? So up should face up the pole. See the orientation, if you guys can see that. I'm gonna have it facing up that way. For today, I'm going with 1-inch number 10 bolts. I've got a regular washer on the back, and I'm putting a lock washer back there with a nut so that everything stays tight. So I just got that to the initial tightening. Now I can winch it down and tighten it. This is all plastic, so don't need to go crazy on the tightening. So right now with the mounting side of the bracket facing to the port side of the boat, I'm just going to show you the orientation for the actual transducer. So again, this is forward facing, this is port side, starboard side. left, right. Cable will go up the pole on this side. Garmin writing is facing down. So just take a look at this if you're ever wondering about orientation when using this turret. And this is specific to the right height turret because it rotates 340 degrees. And of course, I've got my lines lined up right here as well. This comes with the transducer, the knobs, got a little rubber washer on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and secure this in. Now it's time to install the kickstand. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm not gonna go with the one that comes with the right height turret. They do send this for free, that's a plus, it comes with it. I am going to upgrade just based on reviews. This isn't, and I don't know from personal experience, but by reviews, this one's not as good as this aftermarket one by Fasten Electronics. You can see it's made a little bit different, serves the same purpose. It keeps the pole that you have the transducer mounted to away from the shaft of the trolling motor and allows it to spin freely. And you can see the technology here is a lot more advanced. This is what allows it to spin freely, where this kind of can rub. I imagine, I don't know again from experience. Not even want to mess with this one. I went straight with this, and we're gonna make this one the one we go with. Comes with instructions as well, a little sticker and an Allen wrench, which I'll need to take all this stuff apart. So my initial tightening of the bushing, just have it up here loose. Don't want to tighten it up yet. These are the plastic bushings on top and bottom. So I have those in there loose. And then I want to also put this on here. So next up, I want to secure the transducer cable, leaving some gap right here, just a little bit, so that when I move it to down scanning or make any adjustments here, it won't bind on with the transducer cable. All right, so now that we got everything installed, I want to talk about my experience with the right height turret. It's actually been a year since I've installed it. So we're now fast forwarding 1 year from what you just watched, the installation of this. And when I think about what I like about the turret is, one, it's quiet. Two, it does allow me, and this goes for any turret, it allows you to pan around and stay on the fish and operate the turret and the transducer independent of the trolling motor. So at the end of the day, as I'm running my trolling motor around, I could be running my boat straight that way, but my transducer is pointing over there. I absolutely love that. And then I can add on to that when I'm using spot lock, and if you have this on your boat, it's a big plus. I can use my spot lock, keep my boat in a fixed position, and then have my Livescope looking wherever I need it to be. It can be locked in over here, locked in over there, and that's actually very awesome. What I found with Livescope is the cone that projects out, the scan that projects out is very narrow. So the turret really allows you to fine tune the movement of the transducer. So when you're trying to hone in on those fish, sometimes you just have a little small change of direction or position of the transducer, and then that fish pops up on that graph. But when it comes to the right height turret, I do like the 340-degree turn. I'm glad it doesn't wrap the wire around, and it's super quiet. It does come in 2 different horsepowers. Don't quote me, I don't remember what they are, maybe 2 or 3 and 5 horsepower, and that really just controls how fast it turns. I will say, guys, I did get the higher one, but sometimes it, to me, believe it or not, it doesn't turn fast, but as you're scoping fish, sometimes it does turn a little bit too fast for me, and I'm thinking maybe I could have went with the lower horsepower one, the slower turn. So that's something to think about if you guys are looking to get this turret right behind me. Now let's talk about dislikes. Again, I've had this thing, I've used it a lot for a year now, and I have had some problems. So one of the things that happened last year was the motor actually just stopped working. But I will say the folks at Right Height customer service took great care of me. It was still under warranty. No questions asked. I sent it in. I think I did have to pay shipping though to mail it into them, but they turned it around quick. From weekend to weekend, they received it, fixed it, and sent it back to me. So I didn't lose any time in the water from that perspective. So great customer service. Shout out to Right Height for that. So they actually told me that they had an upgraded version of the motor, and the motor is in here. It's in here, and they have a newer version, so they hooked me up with that. And now for the other dislike about the Right Height turret, and I have to be completely brutally honest, this arrow is horrible. And I did let them know when I sent it back in for the motor that this is not staying put. I mean, you can see, look what it's doing. It just spins. So this is your indicator of where your transducer is pointing. And just now it's pointing this way. And if you look at my transducer, it's pointing that way. So in order for this to be accurate, this needs to be lined up with the transducer. It does have an Allen head screw on the top. I tighten this every single time I go out on the water, and that gets me through the day. It will stay tight for the fishing day, but once I trailer this boat and this boat is bouncing around on the trailer or the wind, I don't know what it is, but when I'm trailering the boat, by the time I get it to the water, this will be turned in whatever direction. So this is a true pain. I think this is a design flaw. Right Height said they would fix it for me, but it's still doing it. And right now, I don't know what to do about it. I've actually thrown some silicone in here just to try to keep this whole thing still. This black piece does spin independent of the arrow, so everything does whatever it wants to do. So that's a con. And to me, that's the biggest headache with this turret. So in summary, I will say having a turret that operates independent of the trolling motor is the way to go. I mean, it's the way to go for me. And that's based on the pros that I mentioned to you in this video. So I think for me, any boat that I have that I'm running Livescope, forward-facing sonar, I'm gonna look to have a turret on it, whether it's a manual one or electric one. To me, it just pays dividends to do it that way. Now, I will say, disclaimer, I've never used it attached to a trolling motor shaft, so I can't speak on that, but I can't imagine that it would be better than having an independent system that operates on its own, that allows you to just have that sonar pointing exactly where you want it and just lock it in. I don't know, guys, you let me know in the comments below if you use your forward-facing sonar, your Livescope, and the transducers on the shaft of your trolling motor. Are you happy with that? I mean, are you curious about getting a turret? Do you want to get a turret? Do you want to try something different? Or you're like, hey, this works perfect for me, I'm good to go. I would love to know because I haven't done it. So leave a comment below. I'd love to see what you got to say. All right, guys, that is my honest opinion, my honest review of the Right Height turret, and just having an independent turret running your forward-facing sonar. Hope you guys got some good information out of that. And now it's time to get into the giveaway winner. Let's do it. We are here to announce the 3 winners to our biggest giveaway we've done on the channel so far. We're super excited to do it. Had a lot of participants, over 100 people entered to win one of the 3 prizes. So we're gonna go ahead and pick 3 winners as promised. As I mentioned, we're gonna pick 3 different winners. We've got 2 gift cards. They're both $100 Tiny Boat Nation gift cards to be used on tbnation.net. And we also have that huge Guggen bait bundle with 14 different baits in them, soft plastics, which is pretty awesome. Can be used right now. It's the season to throw these baits. Shout out to everyone who entered to win. And I went through all the comments, over 100 comments. You guys left some awesome comments. Really cool to hear what you got going on out there, you know, boat projects or, you know, fishing adventures you want to get out on the water and do, or fish from the bank, what have you. But the comments were awesome and read each and every one of them. So I'm gonna stop talking and let's get to the reason why you clicked on this video, and that's to see if you won the giveaway. All right, we got our random comment picker ready to go. Let's pick these winners. Let's go ahead and drop the video link in right here. Just filtering out duplicates in case anyone wants to get any bright ideas and do more than one submission. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Bugbot Builder, congrats on the 20K. Have been a subscriber for years, following your videos from my build. Could really use a TBN gift card to get mine over the finish line. Awesome, man. All right, who we got next? User, oh, I can't even say that, CT1US70 blah blah blah. Maryland, PA in the house. Would love to win beginning a boat build right now. Could use a gift card. Love your content. All right, you are a winner. Let's get the final guy going here. Nate P 5732, I love all your content. I'm new to bass fishing, so I'd love the chance to win the bait box. Thanks, guys. That's actually a great person to win because you are new to fishing, and this will definitely help you out. You got 14 different baits, guys, coming your way. We've got our 3 winners. Congratulations. Round of applause to all of you. There you have it. Congratulations to all the winners. To claim your prize, shoot me an email. We've got our email in the description below. Email us We need your name, address, phone number. We just need your contact information so we can get your prizes out to you. And make sure you hit me up right away. We want to make sure we get these prizes out to you. And for any no-shows, we will have to pick a new winner. So I'm gonna give about a week and a half to wait to hear back from you and get these out to you, or else we'll have to pick someone else because we have to close out the giveaway. These are awesome prizes. Somebody's got to win it. So hopefully you see this video and claim your prize. Again, email us. You can also DM us, whatever works. Hit us up, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, whatever. Reach out to us and let's get these prizes to you. Have to take time to give a shout out to Tiny Boat Nation for sponsoring this giveaway. And for all of you out there, we truly appreciate you supporting the channel and being a part of this life journey. Let's keep this thing going. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel so you know exactly when we post new content. Stay blessed, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.